안녕하십니까. 그 어떤 편견도 없이 솔직한 분석과 뉴스를 알려드리는 디디입니다. 오늘 주식시장이 조금은 회복이 되었으나 2022년도에는 인플레이션 때문에 있을 이자 상승률, 이 발표가 되면은 주가 흔들림이 굉장히 심할 겁니다. 그렇기 때문에 만약 매수 계획이 있으시면은 주가가 제일 낮을 때 잘 보셨다가 매수하시기를 권합니다. 이번 편에도 뉴스로 시작하는데 테슬라의 좋은 뉴스와 나쁜 뉴스 둘 다 알려드리고, 사이프러스에서 발견된 델타 크론, 에어버스의 중국 생산 문제, 리비엔에서 또 안 좋은 발표, 그 외에 파이저가 오미크론 상대로 백신 제작을 시작하였다는 발표, 이렇게 뉴스를 알려드리고, 그리고 1월 10일 날짜로 발표된 분석가들의 주가들, 마지막으로 CES 2편, 자율주행 편입니다. CES에서 발표한 자율주행 시장을 어떤 회사들이 목표로 삼고 있는지 다 알려드리겠습니다. 그럼 시작하겠습니다. Here we go. 테슬라 주가가 애프터마켓에 조금씩 상승하고 있는데, 테슬라는 오늘 독일 브랜덴버그에서 모델 Y 2000대를 추가 생산하라고 허락을 받았습니다. 마지막으로 독일에서 승인을 받을 곳은 바로 친환경 부서인데요. 곧 독일 기가 팩토리도 개합할 것을 예상할 수 있을 것 같습니다. 그리고 테슬라는 오늘 미네소타주에 위치한 니켈 채굴 회사 탈렌메로스와 니켈 서플라이 공급 계약을 맺었습니다. 탈렌메로스는 채굴 과정이 투명하게 보여주는 과정과 친환경 위주로 니켈을 채굴하기에 친환경 채굴 회사로 최고의 평점을 탄광 채굴협회에서 인정받아 테슬라 계약에 많은 도움이 되었다고 나왔습니다. 그 외에 나쁜 뉴스는 테슬라의 인사부 흑인 부사장은 테슬라를 떠난다는 발표를 하였습니다. 흑인 인종차별 소송에서 패한 후에 흑인 운동가인 밸러리 월크맨은 자신의 책임도 있다고 생각할 거라고 예상하고 있습니다. 그렇기 때문에 테슬라에겐 더욱더 안 좋은 뉴스라고 전 보고 있습니다. 지난 토요일 델타 오미크론 변종이 사이프러스에서 발견되었다고 기사가 나왔는데요. 이거는 델타와 오미크론이 합쳐져서 변종으로 나왔다는 겁니다. 세계 연구 박사들은 아직 큰 위협이 아니라고 아직도 지켜봐야 될 것 같다고 나왔습니다. 에어버스는 중국 생산력을 많이 의지하여 지금 중국에서 코로나 확산으로 많은 생산력이 부족함을 발표하였습니다. 참고로 보잉은 중국에서 비행기를 생산하지 않기에 주문 배달에 별 차질이 없다고 나와 있습니다. 리비엔 주가가 또 오늘 하락하였는데, 하락한 이유는 12월에 사직 발표를 한 운영부 사장이 리비엔을 오늘부로 그만두게 되어서라고 나왔습니다. 파이저는 오미크론을 연구하면서 백신 개발을 지금 시작하였다고 발표했습니다. 파이저나 모데나는 오미크론이 확장하며 주가가 계속 오르고 있으니 잘 지켜보는 게 좋을 것 같습니다. 마지막으로 이전 편에 알려드린 인텔은 오늘 주가가 많이 올랐는데요. 이유는 마이크론 CFO가 인텔과 이제 합류를 하게 되었고, 그 외에 애플에서 M1 칩을 개발한 엔지니어도 인텔로 이직을 하여 주가가 상승한 것으로 보입니다. 오늘 주가 목표 가격 발표들이 여러 개 있었는데요. 시장이 닫은 후에 테슬라 목표 가격을 모건 스탠리는 1200에서 1300불로 올렸고, 골드맨색은 1125불에서 1200불로 주가 가치를 올렸고, 페이팔과 스퀘어는 등급이 둘 다 내려갔습니다. 메터폴트는 34불에서 31불로 가격만 내려간 상태입니다. 그 외에 유니티는 매수로 등급을 올리면서 목표 가격도 116불에서 171불로 올라갔습니다. Zscaler도 뉴트럴에서 매수로 등급이 올랐으나 목표 가격은 380불에서 350불로 내려갔다고 발표하였습니다. 그럼 마지막으로 CES 자율주행 편, 이 자율주행 발표회들을 보시면서 이번 편을 마치겠습니다. 다음 편을 기대해 주세요. 다음 편에서 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Individually, I want to start focus on how we think about the digital cockpit. It's really moving towards an immersive driving experience. It's about taking this concept that there's a lot of information that is part of your digital life from your phone, and why don't you take that plus with everything else that is part of your life when you're behind the wheel into how you're going to interact with the car. We all know today, and the car industry has validated that, the digital cockpit becomes one of the key buying decisions for new car buyers today. it becomes a very important feature in the decision about buying a car. That's really important. So as we look at the digital cockpit portion of the digital chassis, we have a number of interesting announcements for you today. So I will start that we're working with Volvo to enable Snapdragon Power premium infotainment experience in the Polestar 3 SUV and Volvo's upcoming fully electric SUV. To tell you more about the partnership between Qualcomm and Volvo, virtually is going to be joining us Henry Green, Chief Product Officer of Volvo Cars. They've made a video for you. Please watch.
I'm Henry Green, and I'm the Chief Product Officer at Volvo Cars. Volvo Cars is a company that believes in collaborating with tech leaders all over the world, large and small. We want to work with the best technologies available to give our customers the best possible experiences. And today, I'm here to proudly announce that we're also working with Qualcomm. Qualcomm's deep knowledge of the automotive sector provides a good foundation for a long-term collaboration between us. You will see the first result of our collaboration later this year when we launch our fantastic fully electric flagship SUV. It will use Qualcomm's Snapdragon processor to power its infotainment system and to deliver an industry-leading video, audio, and connectivity performance. Our teams have worked closely together to improve the system we have in our cars today, enhancing its overall capability and making it much faster and more responsive. We expect great things going forward. This is one more reason to look forward to our next generation of cars and to Volvo's future.
To what we're doing with Snapdragon Ride, which is our scalable, open, proven, based on the Arriver Veoneer assets platform for ADAS and autonomy. It's one of the industry's most advanced, flexible, and customizable ADAS platforms, and is designed so it can scale not only for premium-level vehicles, but all the way to entry-level vehicles. And at that part of the presentation, we wanted to continue telling you about the progress we're making in ADAS within our automotive business. So as we look into the ADAS, we're announcing today a new addition to the Qualcomm ADAS family. It's the Snapdragon Ride vision system. It's an open, modular, scalable platform for automotive driving. It ranges from an entry tier, in-cab front camera, all the way to more advanced front, rear, and surround view solutions. It combines the Ride SoC with next generation vision perception software stack from Arriver. It's OTA upgradable. It has a Snapdragon Ride SDK for the OEM to customize and develop their own drive policies or use Qualcomm pre-integrated 5-star rated solution. The ability to do object detection, surround view parking, driver monitoring, and maps. It is a product of the Qualcomm Arriver collaboration, and it's going to be ready in vehicles by 2024. So we're very excited in a very short period of time to continue to make progress. The results of the Qualcomm and Arriver collaboration is the new addition of the Snapdragon Ride vision system to our ADAS platform. And with that, we're going to have one of the most advanced SoCs for the Ride vision. It's a 4-nanometer SoC for vision applications. I won't go to every detail, but this is a great example of the Qualcomm One technology roadmap. The ability to leverage the technology that are relevant technologies, whether it's graphics processing, AI processing, CPU, modem, multimedia, camera, sensors.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm here to talk about autonomous vehicles. It's perhaps the most intense AI challenge, but it's also one with the greatest benefits to society. It will save lives, make roads less congested, and change the way billions of people move around the world. There are three core pillars of the machine learning pipeline being developed at NVIDIA to create automated driving solutions that can be used by the transportation industry. First is the real-time AI-based software stack running on an efficient, high-performance supercomputer that goes inside every vehicle. Second, there are AI models trained on our DGX servers in the cloud. And finally, a simulation platform is required, and we've built it on Omniverse. It's used both for synthetic data generation as well as to test and validate the AV system. This machine learning pipeline is never ending. Autonomous driving software will need to continuously develop and improve. New data will be collected and synthetically generated, models will be retrained in the data center, then validated in simulation before new software is ultimately updated for use on the road. We've created this end-to-end automotive platform in modules so that our partners can use exactly what they need to speed time to market and build a product that can stay true to their brand. We have some partners that just buy our chips and core operating system while developing their own software applications. Other partners like Mercedes-Benz rely on us across this entire stack, from our self-driving software running on NVIDIA Drive computers in each car to training AI models in the cloud, synthetic data generation, vehicle validation, and testing of new features through simulation, which finally get pushed over the air into each Mercedes-Benz vehicle. Developing an autonomous vehicle requires an entirely new platform architecture and software development process. Both the hardware and software must be comprehensively tested and validated to ensure they can handle the harsh conditions of daily driving with the stringent safety and security needs of an automated vehicle. This is why NVIDIA has built and made open the Drive Hyperion platform, which specifies a high-performance computer and sensor architecture that meets the safety requirements of a fully autonomous vehicle. Today, we are in our 8th generation of Hyperion. It has been adopted by hundreds of automakers, truck makers, tier ones, and robotaxi companies. Hyperion 8 is designed with redundant drive-oriented computers, 12 state-of-the-art surround cameras, 9 radar, 12 ultrasonics, 1 front-facing LiDAR, and 3 interior sensing cameras. It's architected to be functionally safe, so that if one computer fails, there's a backup available to ensure that the autonomous vehicle can drive its passenger to a safe place. And you will see it start hitting production as early as this year. The transportation industry is going through a rapid transformation. This change started with a move from internal combustion engines to electric motors. Electric vehicles are not just better for the environment. They fundamentally improve the driving experience for consumers. They drive more quietly, accelerate faster, and they will last longer. By leading new energy vehicle OEMs in the industry. Volvo established Polestar is bringing a storied heritage of safe driving into the modern era with electric vehicles that emphasize the joy of driving. The upcoming Polestar 3 SUV features a centralized compute architecture powered by NVIDIA Drive. China, the TuSimple will be building its autonomous trucking platform on NVIDIA Drive Orin. TuSimple is an exciting company that's meeting the challenges of today's trucking and logistics industry with its scalable autonomous freight network. TuSimple is already working with the leading names in delivery, including UPS, Navistar, and Penske, and its technology has already improved arrival times for long-haul routes of the U.S. Postal Service, a synthetic data generator for autonomous vehicle development. Replicator helps our AI engineers to build up hard-to-label ground truth data by synthetically generating them from virtual cameras, LiDAR, and radar sensors within our Omniverse simulation platform. In this AI networks and software architecture also increase in complexity as you require true self-driving. All of these factors result in a large increase in data center infrastructure required for self-driving software development. Companies investing in basic L2 systems can have data centers that need just 1,000 or 2,000 GPUs. And then we see some companies needing upwards of 25,000 GPUs when developing full self-driving systems.
Welcome, Cheryl. Your calendar shows your CES hotel check-in for tonight. If we leave now, we can avoid traffic on 880.
Perfect. Drive me there.
Activating autopilot.
I'm ready to enjoy the ride, but it's a little warm in here.
Should I roll down the windows or turn on the air conditioner?
You know what? Open the sunroof.
Opening the sunroof for now.
Are there any important messages for me?
There's one from Jensen. He asks, can you meet for dinner tomorrow?
Great. Can you find me a Michelin star restaurant in Las Vegas?
The first result is Nobu, located at 3799 Las Vegas Boulevard.
Who is the head chef there?
Nobu's head chef is Nobu Mitsuisa.
What is his signature dish?
His signature dish is black cod with miso.
What wine goes well with that?
Nobu's head sommelier recommends a crisp white wine like a Sauvignon Blanc with black cod miso.
Sounds like a winner. Are there reservations available for dinner tomorrow?
There is availability for a party of 2 at 7:30 p.m.
Perfect. Please book it. Can you respond to Jensen to let him know to meet us there tomorrow?
Okay, should I send it?
Yes, please.
Okay, sending.
Now, we're still in the early stages of this exciting journey, and I can't wait to see what our partners develop and deliver to consumers on our Hyperion A platform starting later this year and beyond. Thank you.
For us, those design wins were responsible for 50 million new cars on the road going forward. This year, we also launched 188 new car models with our technology, with our chips. And we also had 4 industry first launches. One was with Honda, the first level 3 system launched in Japan, where we were responsible for the computer vision. The first 8-megapixel camera with a 120-degree field of view. I would like to welcome Jim Farley, Ford CEO. Jim, welcome to CES. I'm delighted you can join me on stage today, even though we are having to meet virtually.
And thank you. Such a privilege to represent all the team members at Ford. We've been working on safety technology for like a century, so we love working with Mobileye. Your technology is incredible. Your vision sensing technology is fundamental in all of our ADAS systems, especially your IQ sensing system. So congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, Jim. It's truly a privilege to work with you guys. Our relationship goes back more than a decade together, bringing advanced technology to millions of cars globally. It's a relationship that we are expanding. Can you give us some more color on what's new?
Well, when we first got into the ADAS systems and now into level 2, the mapping technology was something that was a concern, and your REM mapping technology in our future versions of Blue Cruise are really important for our hands-free driving solutions. There are a lot of applications where there's not concrete lanes, and it's really safety critical for us to have lane centering in those situations. Your technology is second to none.
Great. We're very excited to deploy maps across the Ford family. The maps add cloud-based enhancements that provide value to end users. So, Jim, how will the Ford Mobileye future look like?
Well, further out, I think Ford and Mobileye are working on a number of innovations. This has been a long relationship, and we trust each other. But what I'm most excited about as a CEO is working on your open platform, on a whole new generation of autonomous technologies that are going to really change customers' lives, moving from safety to doing all sorts of new things inside the vehicle. And it's thanks to your technology.
That's right. Our new IQ6 High and IQ Ultra, which I'll talk about tomorrow during the under the hood technical deep dive that I'll give tomorrow, gives Ford and the industry a platform for innovation that's directly tied into the IQ functionality.
Well, the progress is great. I love how the teams are working together. Amnon, it's been great to work with you specifically, and your team of technologists are really so broad. I mean, we just couldn't offer the systems that we do at Ford without you, and we're betting on Mobileye for our future.
Thank you, Jim, for joining us. It's truly a privilege to work with you and your team, and a great 2022 for all of us. Thank you.
Volkswagen recently debuted a state-of-the-art driver assistance system called Travel Assist 2.5. It is the first system to widely apply Mobileye's unique RAM crowdsourced mapping technology. Production vehicles equipped with Mobileye technology are gathering road segment data via driving assist systems. Those are harvested, sent to the cloud, and then in the cloud we have automatic map creation algorithms that we have been developing over the past 5 years. Those maps are sent back to vehicles, and on board the vehicle there is a localization process being done where the car localizes itself in the map.
Here you can feel that it's RAM data because, you know, we're not in the middle of the lane, we're not to the right, we're just doing a natural pass now.
And it's continuously on. Right?
It's continuously on. It's working really well.
You see road boundaries, but there are 2 lanes here and you don't see a lane mark.
Yes. No, it's working well.
So I think the next step of now using RAM is to start using traffic lights. So today RAM is only the drivable path. Is using traffic light information. Then we have data about road priority, who has priority over what, and then it creates a very, very smooth control, you know, in areas where you have splits and merges, so that you know who has priority. You see here in this clip, as we are driving, we're going to take a right, and this rural road, there are no lane marks. Now, the 2 magenta lines are the central drivable paths. You see there is one oncoming and one, the path that we are driving through. So without the map data, it would not have been possible to do lane centering in this kind of road. Either the technology would not be available, or the car would center itself in the middle of the road, not being aware that there is also an oncoming path. View of one of the sections in that area, the richness of the data, the accuracy of the data, all of that. We look at the coverage. We have 2.5 million kilometers of road covered in Europe. In terms of the amount of data collected in 2021, it's around 4 billion kilometers of data being collected. Today, we have about 25 million kilometers of data every day collected. Let me run this clip. It's a bit fast-forwarded, but you can see the richness of the driving situation. You know, after all, it's Paris. Paris is very, very difficult scene to drive in, even for a human driver. And you can see the kind of testing we can do. You know, the smoothness of the drive. Here is another testing site in Tokyo. I'll run this clip. Again, you know, the richness of pedestrians, the roads are narrow, obstacles, you know, pedestrian crossing zones, and so forth. So you can see that, you know, our RAM data provides us geographic scalability to allow us to do testing really, really worldwide in a very, very efficient manner.